me to my hangout. We are going to talk about the corruption in Brazil. It's a very shameful situation for my country, and where we will discuss a little bit what's going on now. Hello, Lassie, can you hear me? Hello, can you hear me, Lassie? Daniel and Tomás, can you hear me?
Yes,
Yes,
I can
yes.
hear you, Anna.
Okay, I think he had some connection problems. Okay, Tomás, we were chatting, and you brought up some interesting things. So, can you describe the economy of Brazil right now?
Yes, I can try. The economy, it's in the bad moments. In the last for the last 15 years, we uh, now we have the worst moments in the history of these moments, and the economy is really going crash. We have lost. Many employees that, that have lost their jobs. So many people are having troubles with the money. Uh, the price it's growing up, and we have problems too with the political economies in our country. And the last years the government have some mistakes and get us to a problem in the economy. Now we have problem with with the exchange. Uh, the price of dollar is growing up. Our price is growing up, and our salary is going down. So we have some problems like that in our economy. And the government, to solve this problem in the last years, try to to create credit on the market. So you can't you can't pay you can't pay uh, your bills, so we will give you more credit. So now you can pay your bills, and the economy it's artificial growing, staying up. But after the credit it's over, you have a big problem to pay your debts, to pay your bills, and that is the problem in our economy. It's a problem
Yes.
of solvents.
May I interject, Thomas?
Yes,
Mm,
please.
They call that problem inflation.
Yes,
And
inflation.
yeah,
I was afraid to speak that word because here in Brazil it's similar. It's so I
yeah,
don't
you,
know.
you got it right, man.
Thank you, thank you. That is the our problem. In these days it's like 11 11% at year.
Oh
Uh,
man.
it is our
mhm.
and the government is for the credit is still it's paying for the that's reserve. It's paying like 16% by year. If you want to to take your money to the government, they will pay you 16% at year. So our economy it's coming to broke if we stay in this way. And today we have announcement trying to get our former president Lula, Luiz Inácio Lula da Silva, to get a minister in the government.
Yes.
And the first uh, the first, how can I say, he want what he want more. It's to turn back our economy, uh, to make the some mistakes that's uh, through our economy to the problem we are now. So we will have problems if he get a minister.
Yes, that's true. Um, it was a way that they found to 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 make Lula get away with the accusations because since someone uh, becomes a minister or a congressman or something like that, they have a parliamentary immunity. So he won't go to jail, but his son maybe
He
will.
just to add, you can only be prosecuted by the Supreme Court when you are a minister. Now he is prosecution by one federal judge, so that federal judge can't prosecute him anymore, and the process will go to the Supreme Court.
Uh-huh.
So the process will get slow if he achievement as a minister.
Yes. Daniel, have you heard something about the Brazilian economic situation?
Yes, actually, I have. Not a lot. I haven't been following it very close, but I've
Hmm.
heard. Is it true that there have been rumblings about or rumors about indicting Dilma Rousseff?
Yes, it's true. Uh-huh. What else did you hear about Brazil?
Um, Really, prior to that, um, gosh, I guess what was it about a year ago or maybe 2 years ago that they were raising the bus fares down in the south, and there were a
Hmm.
bunch of riots going on.
Yes, the bribery scheme in Petrobras, right? Dilma Rousseff was involved, our current president, and this one was not the only scandal, you know.
Yeah.
Um. uh Okay. Uh, Thomas, where does Brazil get most of its money? What are some
And
popular companies there? Here, sorry.
sorry, I get cut in your mic. Can you tell again or highlight the question, please?
The second question:
Yes. Okay.
what are some? Where do you think Brazil gets most of its money?
Um, by tax. The most money in Brazil for the government. Okay, it is by tax. Uh,
The
I
tax.
don't know if if,
Uh-huh.
if, if that's your question, but there is the main way where the governments can can get their money here in Brazil. We have so many tax about all things you do here, you will be taxed. So when you uh, create a product, you will be taxed, and when you move your products from your factory to uh, to people who want to sell it, you pay another tax. When they sold, you pay a tax. When you work and make your money, you will pay tax. So it it is a real problem. Uh, uh, I don't know if Daniel is a Republican, but if he is, there is the most The most problem in the United States, they don't like tax, and here in Brazil,
Hmm.
that is the main way where people try to solve the problem. The state is getting broke, so they try to up the tax. So now they trying to make a tax. It's the worst one tax I haven't heard in these few years. That that was applied here before. It's a tax like that. When you put your money in the bank, the government beats a little. When you move from your one of your accounts to another, you pay again. When you pay for something, you pay again, and that is the worst tax I have heard in the world. It's called here to uh, CPMF. I will
Yes,
try to translate to you, but it's a tax for movement of money in the economy. All time you movement your money, you pay to the government
yes,
a
it
little
is.
bit.
It's ironic. You have to pay for our own money. I agree with you that everything is overtaxed, but I was thinking of our trade when I asked you this question, because I believe that our economy is based on raw products. We don't export a lot of technology, you know.
Yes, yes. It's by commodities. I don't know if the correct word in English. Maybe
I think
they
it's
can help
bonds,
us.
bonds,
um, no, that's correct. Exporting a lot of commodities.
commodities.
Yeah, that's the correct economic term.
Yes, it's our main economy. It's based at commodities. So when China was push their economy, they buy a lot of commodities from Brazil. It's the only way Brazil can make more international money.
Hmm.
It was by commodities. They we don't have many technology. We can't compete with the price, the international price here, because we pay a lot of tax, and the dollar was artificial at a low price here in Brazil. So everything we produce here it's so expensive outside the Brazil.
Uh-huh.
So we
That's
can't
true.
sell to the world.
The dollar is going through the roof now. Let's just me say hello to Lassen. Hi, Lassen. Can you hear me now? Hi, Asma. Can you hear me?
Hi, how are
Hi.
you?
I'm fine. Thank you very much for coming. Daniel is a native speaker. He's my virtual friend, and I'm very happy that he came to help us.
That's good.
And I think you've met Thomas and Lassen before,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, Lassen has been experiencing some technical problems. Hmm. Okay, Daniel, uh, how do you think Brazil compares to other countries in Latin America which comes to its economy? What vision do you guys from the US have about it?
Quite honestly, right now, it sounds like we're experiencing a lot of the same issues. Um, I think the main difference is that because the infrastructure in the United States is a bit more, I guess you could say, padded, it's a bit more built up. We might have a little bit further to fall in the event of an economic collapse, but we have the same issues with all of these complicated taxes, like what Tomas was mentioning. Um, we we have a lot of frivolous spending in our government that has to do with I the way that I would describe it would be um,
You're talking
partisan
about
pol
the bubble in 2008? The bubble.
uh, I'm talking about the way the government really has been pretty much for as long as I've been paying attention to politics. Granted, I am only 26 years old, um, but I've seen a little bit in my day. I served in the army. I went over to Afghanistan in 2009, and I saw a lot of frivolous spending in the contracting that was done. Like, for example, the way the United States spends on military, they say that our military budget is greater than all the other NATO countries put together, but we don't spend all that money on like weapons development. What we spend it on is really ridiculous stuff. Like the civilian bus drivers in Bagram, Afghanistan, that are paid by American contracting companies make $90,000 a year, and that's tax free because those companies are owned by ex-congressmen and ex-generals, and those um, those contracts are awarded because of um, people who are friends with current congressmen. Their ex-congressmen are friends with the current congressman, and like when I was overseas, my body armor, it wasn't the best body armor that was on the market at the time, but it was what the United States was buying to outfit its soldiers with. And the reason for that was because the company that was getting the contracts was a company that was owned by an ex-general who had a bunch of friends in Congress. And nobody really talks about it, but we all know that those friends in Congress were getting kickbacks. They were getting, you know, you call it bribes because that's what it really was. They were bribes, but they'll say some kind of tax break or whatever. Just a moment.
Okay. Hi, Robert.
Sorry, I kind of went off on a little bit of a tangent there, but
Okay.
it's the same thing, you know. It's just it takes a different form, and we don't in the United States, people deny it a lot more than how it happens in Brazil, you know. um, I I think you guys are not so afraid of calling it out and saying, "Hey, this is happening. We need to fix this." In the United States, everybody kind of has faith in the system, and not very many people are willing to say, "Hey, our own system is corrupt." Like right now, the U.S. dollar, it's about to collapse because of the situation that's happening in Syria right now. But the average person in the United States isn't willing to face that reality. Anyway, sorry, I'll get off of my soapbox. An idiom for "I will shut up."
No, no. We've been enjoying listening to you a lot. It's very interesting.
Okay.
Uh, well, let me just say hello to Robert. Hi, Robert. Can you hear me? Okay? And Martha as well. Robert? Hello? Mm.
There.
Oh,
Hear me
sorry.
now? How's
Yes.
that? Yeah. Okay, yeah, I have a few minutes. Thought I would see how your conversation was going.
Oh, my sound is awful. I
Maybe my
will.
fault. I don't know. Maybe I need better headphones. How's that?
Yes, my sound is awful. But did you hear what did you listen to Daniel? What's your opinion? Do you agree? Do you think that the way that Brazilian people face corruption is different than people from the US? What's your opinion?
Well, unfortunately, I heard what he had to say about the U.S., but I didn't hear what you had to say about Brazil. Can you hear me now? By the way? Hello?
Hello?
Hello? Can you hear
Hello?
me?
Yes.
Well,
I
maybe.
can hear you. Robert, are you
Oh,
Canadian?
okay. Yes.
Okay.
I'm just not in Canada at the moment. So, but no, I heard what you had to say, and it was interesting. I don't have much knowledge of corruption in our government. It certainly exists in the form that you mentioned about people knowing people and therefore getting contracts. But I guess there isn't a general feeling that it is so serious it's undermining our economy or anything. People consider it, they're probably going to call it favoritism rather than corruption.
Yeah, yeah,
And
it's something that most Americans, I think, prefer to turn that blind eye to.
so we certainly have many situations in which people are suspicious about things, but it does not seem to be interrupting the whole economy. It just seems to be almost like an additional tax rather than something that's likely to destroy the economy. It's something that is there, but not so big that it's a huge issue for how the country works. But that's just how people perceive it. I don't know the truth, but that's how it seems to be here. That it exists, but not so great, not in such a great way that it's going to cripple us. But I guess don't have a lot to add on the subject. I hear people talk about corruption in other countries, and sometimes there's a list published about the countries that are considered the most corrupt in the world, and there's somebody that ranks them all. And I don't think Canada is too far down the list in terms of being not bad. I think we're considered fairly good, but I really don't have a lot of knowledge on this topic.
Okay.
Daniel has a wealth of information on the USA.
Uh-huh. Here in my country, uh, the problem is that it was way too far, the corruption. This guy Lula was um, a guy from the people, and he misled everyone. And before he became president, he had nothing, and now his son is the owner of a lot of companies and so on. So it was really a huge scandal, and we've been.
Well, yeah, no, yeah, it is huge.
Mhm.
And I'm in Spain
The,
right now. They have a huge scandal. Like the
the
royal
son,
family is in court.
the Lula's son, before he's become president, was an employer in a zoo, and now he's a millionaire with many of companies.
Yes,
And
he
and
he appeared in the Forbes magazine. You know. Hi, Marta. Can you hear me? Hello, Marta. Are you there?
Hi, Anna. I was in the phone, sorry.
Okay. Thank you very much for coming. We are
Thank you
very
for
lucky
inviting me.
today because we have two native speakers with us.
Yes, I see. I'm very happy.
Yes. What do you think about the Brazilian situation? Have you heard something about Lula and what's going on now? And
No, not really, not really. What happened with Lula?
it's he was our former president.
Yes, yes, I know that. Yes.
Uh-huh. Let me ask Asma. Hi, Asma. Have you
Okay.
heard something about it? Asma, are you there? Asuma? Okay, guys, I will share the link of the podcast. 1 second.
Yeah.
Hi. Okay. I will post the link of the podcast on the chat box. Let's. I don't know how to play, for everyone, unfortunately. But if you could click on the link and listen to it, it would be awesome. Because then you would know what's going on and who is Lula. Okay, guys.
Okay.
Oh, there. Okay.
Hmm. Are we all finished?
O que significa direcionando você para outra videochamada? All right, can you hear me?
I can,
Yes, I can hear you.
All right.
somebody talked Portuguese a moment ago.
Oh yeah, that was me, sorry.
Oh,
Ok.
okay.
Você fala bem.
It was interesting. It sounds like Spanish. What's happening?
I don't know. I think Anna is setting something. She's gonna show us
Yeah,
a video or a recording something about Lula.
But they seem, I mean, while he's doing that, I'm going to say I'm in Spain right now, and they don't understand their problem. They have a huge problem to the extent that the last king had to step down from the throne, and the princess is her husband, both in criminal proceedings for stealing from the people. So their parents and her husband are both in court facing criminal proceedings for embezzling from the public. So that's pretty serious. That's Spain.
hum.
But I don't know about Brazil, so I'm listening.
I don't think anyone in Brazil knew who Lula was. And I think all of this has to do with corrupt forces in Brazil that are after Lula. It has nothing to do with anything that to do any good for the Brazilian economy or society.
Yes, Bill. Thank you for coming. Guys, we have 3 native speakers with us. Yeah. Ok. Daniel, o que você perguntou antes? Desculpa, não consegui escutar.
Desculpem, não pode entender o que você está dizendo.
Sorry.
Go ahead, Daniel.
Say again?
What did you ask me in Portuguese?
There was a message on my screen that it was a Google Plus message, and I didn't know what it meant, so I figured I might as well ask in Portuguese what it meant. So,
Okay.
and now I don't remember. So.
It was a podcast. Okay. What do you guys think? Bom dia, Tonto, Bill. Thank you for coming. Boa tarde here. It's good evening. I'm so happy that I have so many native speakers. Oh my gosh. Okay. For the non-native speakers, Asma, could you listen to the podcast? Thomas, you are muted. Asma, can you hear me? Hello, Jorge. No, Thomas, I can't. Hi, Jorge. Okay, Marta, could you catch the first sentence?
I don't understand too much Portuguese, but I can read it.
No, it was in English, the podcast.
So the document is gonna be in English?
If you could catch
the
the first sentence. If you could catch the first sentence.
The first sentence. We saw classes yesterday in front of President Lula, calling him a... Yes, I understand what it says. So what is it?
Yes, could you complete the sentence? Could you listen to the podcast or no?
Are you gonna play something in Portuguese? I'm sorry.
No, in English. In English. I sent the link of the podcast to the podcast.
No, because I am using my telephone, so I cannot read what you are going to share with us. It doesn't show up in my screen.
Okay,
just what you have in the screen only.
Okay, I'm sorry. Thomas, could you listen to the podcast? I can't hear you. This hangout is so messed up. Oh my. Yes. Asma, can you hear me? My goodness. Okay. Thomas, can you speak now?
Anyone can hear me now?
Yes, Jorge. Could you listen to the podcast?
It's Thomas. Can anyone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. No, Bill, I didn't listen to to this word kickbacks. I listened to National Oil Company, Petrobras. Yes, a kickback scheme there. Uh-huh. The second one, prosecutors say hundreds of millions of dollars from Petrobras were channeled to political campaign and bribes. The third one, um, Lula da Silva is more than just a former president. He is a symbol, the first member of working class to become president. Okay. If the number 4, he saw classes yesterday in front of President Lula's house, people calling him a hero, a chief, a liar. My gosh. Number 4, lots of people still remember him as a very positive figure who oversaw a lot of good times when the economy was booming. And the last one, Lula left office in 2010 with an approval rating of 90%. So it's the thing that yes, very well, Bill. Okay. um, I don't know if we should match the vocabulary to help the non-native speakers, or if we should have a debate. What do you think, Daniel and Robert, Marta?
I can see that.
Can you see my screen?
Yes.
Okay. Could you try to match the first word to the definition?
Okay, I will try to write. To imprisonment? I'm not sure.
No, to raise means to attack.
To attack, okay. I was close.
I don't know how to use the drawing tool. For instance, you could say something like the teenagers rage. I don't know about my pronunciation. Rage one another's house. I think it's correct. Is it, Daniel?
Rated.
Rated. Thank you. Okay. Tomás, could you try to match the second? Allegedly.
Oh, wow. Okay.
I can choose randomly, or you
The
doing
meaning.
in seconds?
Could you repeat?
I can choose it randomly, or you.
Yes, you can choose it from the easiest.
Okay. I think impunity to excuse it from.
Yes, excuse from punishment. Thank you. Jorge, could
No,
you match?
did
No?
you say for allegedly?
No, for impunity.
Oh, okay.
Thank you. Jorge, can you try to match one? Jorge? Okay, Marta. Okay, Jorge.
Hold on a moment.
Could you match one word to the definition, Jorge?
Sorry, can you repeat the question?
Could you try to match one word from the first column to the definition in the second column?
If everyone can see the problem or what?
To attack.
What did you say, Jorge?
To attack.
Okay, to attack match to rage. Try another.
Okay.
To raid is to attack. To attack.
Yes.
I have to give a definition or what?
Choose a word from the first column and match to the definition.
In the second column is the definition, and the first column do you have the concept?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Let me. I guess. Right.
We are already matched this one to ride is to attack, and we matched punishment. No, we matched impunity.
Impunity.
Punishing.
Excused. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand the game.
Try allegedly or to shame or custody.
You want allegedly? I don't think. According to reports. Allegedly is according to reports.
Okay, Tomás, try one. Tomás? Choose a word from the first column and match to the definition.
Legiment. Oh.
Okay, Martha, could you try?
Okay, I'm gonna go with to testify, to give evidence.
Yes.
Yes.
Try more.
Custody, imprisonment.
Yes.
And I don't know any others. I will have to guess. I don't.
Okay. Let me give you a sentence. Okay. For instance, Lula was channeling money to his account abroad.
So to channel is to pull away?
No. To send.
Send. To send.
Send. To
give to.
Okay. Okay. Try another one.
I don't know because I'm not familiar with those words. So I don't know what is object or how long.
Okay, I will give you some sentences. Yes, who's talking?
Can you draw a line?
No, I don't know how to do that. I'm sorry.
Why not?
Because I don't know how.
You are in PowerPoint. You only.
Okay, let me try.
More to write. More. Can you see the line?
Okay. Okay.
It's more easy.
Can you see now?
Great.
Yeah.
Okay. Lula was channeling
Right. To right, to third, to channel instead.
Choose from, yeah. And, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
So we had that to give evidence.
Okay, Marta, my microphone is choppy.
Unstable.
Yes. Try one more. I'm sorry, my
Yeah,
gosh. Try another
Object,
one.
that's right.
No.
You got two.
You need to modify the other line.
Yes, yeah, imprisonment, yes. Attend. Detained.
Okay, I will.
Custody, tensão. Hopeless, abject, yeah. Verdadeiro. Yeah.
I am just matching.
Yeah. Correct. Yeah. Correct.
How do I feel? No. To send is to send.
because to channel is to
Well,
give, to send, and to give to.
Um. How do I feel? Is to pull away? Pulled away? Is pulled away?
I don't know.
Yes or no? Daniel, Bill.
Again?
How do I feel? Is pulled away?
Oh yes, hauled off would be pulled away.
Thank you. Okay, I will move on. Now, guys, we can just have a debate. How do you feel about Lula that still as a president? Do you think there is a lot of impunity in Brazil? Were you surprised by the fraud reports? I am just matching.
Correct. Yeah. Correct.
Marta,
Yes?
okay, what's your opinion about the podcast? Could you listen to it?
No, I couldn't because I am in my phone,
Okay,
so I couldn't access to it. But
I
I don't, to this point, I'm not surprised of anything that either the president of Brazil or anyone else do, because I think all are corrupted, more or less, but all are corrupted, and this is not going to change. Never is going to change in any country. Here in the United States, it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely insane. It's absolutely
Yeah, tem
sick
razão.
the way they're doing stuff. So
Yeah.
I'm not surprised of anything that can happen for me. Any scandal is not major than others. It's nothing new. I'm not surprised about what's going to happen with politics either in United States or Brazil or Colombia or European Union or anywhere, because I think politics are corrupted everywhere.
Were you surprised by the fraud report?
I always hear that Lula was a very, very beloved president, that he did a lot of good things for Brazil, for the progress of Brazil, for the economy. I think he was re-elected. I'm not sure if he was re-elected or not. This is re-election in Brazil, but everybody always speak a lot of good things about him, and that there will be no president like Lula in the future.
He was reelected because he was giving an allowance for poor people. You know, if the poor families agreed to keep their children enrolled at the school, they would receive the allowance, and then people voted for him to carry on have the allowance. I don't think he have done good things, you know. For me, he was a huge letdown because he was a leader in the movement of the without lands people, with the work between the workers and so on. And his government was one of the most corrupted ever. That's
But
my
they say something alike about Dilma too. So we don't know who is worst, if the former president or the current president or the future
both.
president. For me, all are the same, absolutely the same.
They belong to the
I,
same political party.
Yes,
yes, there's
yes, they have the rest the
the
same. They have the
the
same.
president now was was conducted to the president by the former president. He told everybody to vote him, vote her, vote her. She's the good one, but she's not really a good president.
Lula was a very, very beloved president. I think, unfortunately, the reality is that no longer people is electing or re-electing the leaders or the presidents. It's the system. They already know and they already choose who's gonna be the next president for whatever reason. Or they have their own interests, economic or whatever. I'm not very familiar with the subject. I'm not an expert, but everybody can see that. You don't need to be an expert to realize that. For example, here it's gonna be Hillary Clinton. It's as simple as that, because the system wants her to be the president, and she has all the machinery and everything and all the support and everything. Even despite that Trump it seems to be very strong. Many people say no, Trump is gonna be the president. It's gonna be Hillary Clinton. So
Martha saying,
there is no more surprise. There is no more suspense. There is no more. It's not fun anymore, because you already know what's gonna happen.
right,
I'm not even
I'm in
gonna.
accord with.
His government
Mhm.
was one of the most corrupted ever.
But they say something like about Dilma too. So we don't know who is worse,
Um,
if the former president or the current president or the future president. For me, all are the same. Absolutely the same.
They belong to the same political party.
Yes.
Yes,
Yes, they have
there's a huge delay for me.
Hey, Bill. Bill, can you hear me?
Yes.
Again?
Mine is delayed. Sorry.
Okay. So I'm looking over here on the margin and I see you and I think we're talking about the economic system here. And Rousseff, Rousseff led Brazil into the BRICS banking system. Okay. Yeah, that's what's going to keep Brazil's...
It's going to isolate the Brazilian economy from the collapse, hopefully.
Yeah, that's huge. Personally, I think that's what's going to keep Brazil out of what I see is going to be a global collapse anyway.
I agree.
Because right now you look at, in particular, Russia and China and South Africa, they're just buying up massive amounts of gold. And earlier last summer, in fact, they created a central bank, stopped short of creating a BRICS currency, but a gold-backed bank is probably the most reliable thing that you've got in today's economy.
Yes. I think if Brazil opted for non-GMO food production, it would really be helpful.
Oh yeah, because that way they'd be outside the United States patents.
Yeah. There are other countries in Europe who've done that too, besides Russia. Yeah, see them in Anna. See, my voice is delayed for several minutes, or maybe I get it twice. It goes twice, 2 times, dos tempos. There's a huge delay for me.
Whoa.
Everybody's connected. Bad. Yes, Daniel.
You're actually the only person that I can hear right now. Everybody else is quiet.
Can you hear me? Yes. Can you hear? That one did twice. Can you hear me right now?
Yes, I can hear.
Yes.
Yes.
Can you hear me?
The BRICS coalition, yeah, the Shanghai Agreement. Yeah.
Can you hear me, guys?
It's really strange connection.
Yeah, I can.
Did you hear what I said before?
Let's see. Is that Martha?
Yes.
Okay, yeah.
Oh, I agree with you, Martha.
Really? Are you agree with me? Because it looks like all Americans are very happy with what is happening right now.
See, okay, that's what, Martha, that's what they're reporting in the news. That's BS. It's what they call propaganda.
Yes.
The American state-run news media is really, really good at creating that perception.
Yeah, I agree.
It's weird, Bill. I can hear you in real time, and then I can hear myself, and I can hear you in like a 5-minute delay.
Yes, I hear myself twice.
It's really strange, man.
Maybe because we are using our phones instead of on a PC or a laptop or something.
Well, I'm on a PC right now. Oh, hey, Anna, you know what? It's fine. I'm actually having a lot of fun, just so you know.
Yeah, good people.
No, it's excellent for us as English students that, like Anna says, that you guys are with us because you are natives, native speakers, and that's great. It never happens. Usually when we have our hangouts are with more students and people from different parts of the world, but not with native speakers, so that's a huge plus.
Anna, I hear myself talking over you, but that's my delay, and my voice reached you only after 2 or 3 minutes.
Do I have a delay
We
too?
need to all hang up and then come back. I think maybe that would do it.
Let's all try talking at the same time. See if that works.
Want to do it? Well, we can count. We can
1, 2, 3.
one. No, like this. Like this. Look here. Follow me. One. Oh, wait a minute. My camera. 1, 2, 3,
3.
4. I could do it in Portuguese too, probably. 5. Paint.
What should we do?
What is it?
Sechi.
Sete.
I can see you in real time counting, Bill.
10.
Yeah. Problem is, I unfortunately don't have a camera.
Oh, that's too bad. Oh.
Yeah. Hey, this is a great idea, though, right?
Yeah, you'll hear me counting in a minute.
I can hear.
Hey, Anna's back.
Yes.
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you well. Anna. I hear several people speaking at once, but Marta, I agree with you.
Boa tarde, senhora.
Are you agree with me? Because it looks like Americans are very happy with what is happening right now.
Huh?
I said that 5 minutes ago.
Yes, yes, yes. Exactamente. Exactamente.
Stop broadcasting.